I love your dress, so beautiful. So what I love about the show, I mean, it's very much in the espionage thriller genre, but it's kind of a fresh spin. It's not, the Aston Martins and the Martinis of James Bond. It's something much more grounded. What's the appeal for you, and what do you think the appeal will be for audiences?
I think beyond it being beyond the genre, it's a show about relationships, and that's what I love so much. And it sort of like crosses through so many different kinds of relationships, and you find that's just what life is, whether it be a sort of workplace precinct or a domestic family precinct or whatever it might be. Those relationships is what make the show so special across the board. The sort of secrets that we hold, the sort of like feelings that we hold for one another that someone else might not be sort of that the other person won't necessarily know, but it just sort of takes you right into the pits of these relationships, and then they sort of like expand and they sort of like open up throughout the series, and it's just it's really it's wonderful,
And what can you tell us about your character, how she fits into the grander world of this show, and how you approach playing her?
So she works with the men a lot in this, and I suppose that was like a really interesting sort of balance for me. Like what I was trying to balance out was that the fact that she is still a woman within this very male world, and as sort of Machiavellian as she is, and sort of like wildly ambitious as she is, the cost for her is quite big, being a woman in this world. So I was considering that, but I was also considering and always told myself as that character that she is the most capable person in the room, basically, and she is, every room she goes into, she's the most capable person in there, and that was just generally the approach that I went for throughout the whole show, and it actually worked, and I was just like, right, okay. I think what's really interesting about this is like the CIA, it's a family as well, so feeling really comfortable with one another was sort of really interesting as well. And like even Richard Gere, there was something for me personally that felt quite fatherly going on there, and I was just, sometimes I felt like a bit of like his teenage daughter at times. It was misbehaving, so sometimes I would watch it and go, actually this feels like a family. But it was very important for me to understand that I was a woman in this world.
It was funny hearing Michael Fassbender even saying that when he was watching Richard Gere doing his Richard Gere thing, he had a pinch me moment. Did you have the same with the stat cast, also working with Joe Wright?
Oh, definitely. I think, the first day, I remember I was sitting around the table with just, I think, five of these amazing men: Michael Fassbender, Richard Gere, John Magaro, Jeffrey Wright, Alex Jennings, and Richard Gere. And it was Richard's first day, and I was just like, I can't actually believe I'm here. This is wonderful. I can't believe it. And I was watching Past Lives, and I was watching American Fiction in 2023, and they were like two of my favourite films. And then suddenly you're kind of working with these amazing actors, and it felt like it. I did have a moment where I was like, wow. And also, Richard, I was just like, Pretty Woman. I mean, I love that film, and I was just like, it was a moment. But then it's just like, no, we're here now. We've got to crack on with work.
Thank you so much, and congratulations on the show. Really enjoyed tonight. Thank you.